It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, Captain Quartez, and keep Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, I will be discussing and talking about my most favorite franchise in the world, in the universe, in the cosmos, in the multiverse. And I am talking about the one and only Star Trek. Yeah, but get into that. First couple things. I want to give a big shout out to Tennessee. Got some plays for Tennessee this past week. Gracias, gratitude, Torba, and Tennessee. I heard you guys want a Major League Baseball team. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you guys want that. Well, I hope you're able to get that because another baseball team in Major League Baseball would be phenomenal. I love the game of baseball. It is so phenomenal. In fact, this past week, I went to a baseball game. I went to my local minor league baseball team, and I saw the Lugnuts in action. Let me say this, it was absolutely phenomenal. Baseball in real life is very cool. Had phenomenal seats when we're in LA. It was so dope. So yeah, thanks for listening. Gracias, gratitude. Additionally, this episode is brought to you by the album called The House of Quartez by yours truly, the Captain Quartez. It's me rapping in my unique style over synthy space type beats. I guarantee you never heard anything like it in your life. So if you want to hear the album called The House of Quartez by yours truly, the Captain Quartez, I will put the link below. Check it out now. Let's go to the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said at the jump, this past week, I got to watch Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And I saw the episode called Through the Lens of Time. Now, before I get into that, I just want to say something Star Trek related. This week, 2 new songs were dropped by Star Trek Strange New World star, head of security, Christina Chong. She dropped a new song called A New Song. It's streaming everywhere. And she's dropped songs before. She's a phenomenal singer, but these songs, great songs. Just had them on replay. One of the tracks is called I Gotta Say It, phenomenal track. And the other track is called Baby Blue Day, featuring one only Spock, Ethan Peck. So Ethan Peck, Spock, and Christina Chong are rapping on a thing called Baby Blue Day. I'm talking about going to the beach, bro. It is absolutely phenomenal track. Both tracks phenomenal. I highly recommend you support our Star Trek actors and go listen to songs. And in other Trek news, the parent company of Star Trek has merged with other company. So now Paramount and Skydance are one entity under the stock ticker P Sky. It's now one company. I feel this will be big things for our Star Trek franchise. Star Trek is about to get bigger. I feel they're going to be fully behind our trekking and boldly going we've never gone before. So a lot of Trek news, even more than that's happening, but there's a few things happening. So anyways, now let me get into the show. Now this week, we find the Enterprise crew doing what they do best, and they are exploring. They're exploring new civilizations and ancient cultures and going boldly where no one has gone before. And they're trying to find, maybe, possibly, is there a such thing as immortality? They're searching through science and quantum science. Will there be, can there be immortality? They're searching for this. Now, on this quest to find this, some Star Trek crew and, Dr. Travel's man, they go searching for this on some planet. And when they get down there, things go wrong. And that's what the whole episode is about. So basically, on this search for science, talk about immortality, they get kind of stuck and trapped. They just got to get out. So the main goal is trying to do science, and they just say, we got to get out of here. And that's the whole episode. So, so very cool episode. Very true to Trek. Loved it. Great episode. A lot of things happening. A lot of, Easter eggs, the whole thing. Great show. But what I want to do is dive a little bit deeper into the episode. Now, in this episode, we find the Enterprise crew on the search to just go deeper into science. They're trying to go deeper into science to find out, can we be immortal? Now, on this track to go deeper into science, unfortunately, they unlock or they unleash or they get to see an entity, an ancient entity or entities, and maybe, be exposed, learn about them. They were kind of hidden on this planet, maybe even locked up or imprisoned or whatever we're talking about. And in the search for science, this becomes unlocked, aware, and they almost unleash it on the universe. Now, what I want to get into here is basically this. In the real world we live in, a lot of scientists are out here trying to pursue science. It's for science. We're trying to figure things out for science. It's all about the science. We just want to know the science. We got scientists who just really are dedicated and obsessed with just trying to unlock the secrets of science. Now, on that journey, trying to find science, sometimes you may find some things you do not like. Now, in the Star Trek episode this week, we see that they're searching for answers, for science, for immortality, and they find something they just naturally find. And the lady on the ship, she's the head of engineering, I forgot her name, but she's been around for a long time. She says, bro, these people, these entities, they're evil, they're mental, they're bad, bro. They're straight up bad. And they were searching for science and they found badness, evilness, malevolence. Not cool. Now rewind and come back to our time. A lot of people out here doing science. DNA, cloning, AI, sophisticated weaponry, hypersonic missiles. We're talking about all these advanced scientists to explore and figure things out. Now, on this path to explore and figure things out, there could be dangers unlocked, which is not cool. We should not be doing things that be dangerous, but sometimes going into science, you never know what happened. And in this show, Star Trek Change the World this week, we saw that they did discover some things they just should not be discovered. And that was kind of known to them. Now it's unlocking the world, it's changed the game slightly. Now, while we're on Earth, there's a lot of people doing science, like I said, and they may do the same thing. We gotta be very careful, tread very carefully here. Because once you open Pandora's box, for lack of a term, it's out. It's out here. And what we gonna do about it? I don't know. We gotta be very careful how we navigate science on planet Earth currently, because this can go some very crazy roads that we may not be able to come back from. There's a lot of possibilities. We want to throttle back or maybe go forward. I don't know. I am not a scientist, but I understand how you can become obsessed with something and try to figure something out and solve something or find something out, and you'll not stop until you figure it out. So I say this. The lesson from this week's Star Trek. Of course, do science, bro. Do science, bro. Do that, right? But just tread carefully, bro. Because sometimes you do some things that cannot be undone. So anyways, in Trek, as usual, there's always cool things to learn, lessons to find if you really look for them. Like I say all the time, Trek is the best thing on TV. There is no better franchise. I'll say every episode, every movie, everything. I will say there's nothing better than Star Trek. I don't care who you are, what Trek, doesn't matter. Star Trek is the best. We the best. So, ladies and gentlemen, another fine episode of Strange New Worlds, one of the best shows on TV right now. And thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you. Fate loves the fearless. James Russell Lowe. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks.